What do you whisper or shout when your life is on the line simply for fighting for justice? These Black American leaders were more than activists. They were fighters, visionaries, and icons of resistance. They faced bullets, hatred, and death itself. Yet their final words, stronger than any weapon, louder than any attempt to silence them. Number 1. Harriet Tubman. Auburn, New York, 1913. Harriet Tubman led hundreds of enslaved people to freedom through the Underground Railroad, risking her life countless times. To the oppressors, she was a threat. To the enslaved, she was a guiding light. Shocking fact, Tubman lived under constant threat, and even in her later years, she cared for freed slaves and the poor, never seeking fame or fortune. Even facing death, she left her followers with hope. Her final words, quoting the Bible, reflected her lifelong role as a guide to freedom. I go to prepare a place for you. Harriet Tubman passed away at her home in Auburn, where she had established a refuge for the elderly and formerly enslaved. Number 2. Sojourner Truth. Battle Creek, Michigan, 1883. Sojourner Truth was an abolitionist, women's rights activist, and former enslaved woman who fought tirelessly for justice and equality. Shocking fact, she risked her life speaking truth to power, delivering fiery speeches across America in a time when Black women were marginalized and silenced. Her last recorded words before passing echoed her lifelong Christian faith and activism. Follow the Lord Jesus. Truth died in her home in Battle Creek, where she had spent her later years continuing her activism. Number 3. Medgar Evers. Jackson, Mississippi, 1963. Medgar Evers was a prominent NAACP field secretary in Mississippi, working to end segregation and secure voting rights for Black Americans. Shocking fact, after being shot outside his home in Mississippi, he died at the hospital, but his activism had already ignited national outrage that helped propel the civil rights movement. Reported last words after being shot, he reportedly said, "Turn me loose." His defiance in the face of murder inspired generations to continue the struggle. Medgar Evers was assassinated outside his home in Jackson after returning from an NAACP meeting. He was a civil rights leader and a World War II veteran, buried with full military honors at Arlington National Cemetery on June 19, 1963. Number 4. Malcolm X. New York City, New York, 1965. Malcolm X was a revolutionary leader advocating for Black empowerment, human rights, and self-determination, challenging systemic oppression with unmatched passion. Shocking fact, even as he was assassinated at the Audubon Ballroom, he remained focused on protecting his community. Spoken in his final moments as he tried to calm the crowd before being shot, his words were, "Let's cool it, brothers." A simple plea that showed his care for those around him, even in chaos. He was gunned down inside the Audubon Ballroom in Manhattan as he prepared to speak. Number 5. Martin Luther King Jr. Memphis, Tennessee, 1968. Dr. King was the face of the civil rights movement, tirelessly fighting segregation and injustice with nonviolent resistance. Shocking fact, just hours before his assassination in Memphis, he delivered his famous prophetic words, said the night before his assassination, remembered as his last prophetic words. His final words captured his enduring mission: "I just want to do God's will, and He's allowed me to go up to the mountain, and I've looked over and I've seen the promised land." He delivered his final speech at Mason Temple in Memphis the night before his assassination. They gave their lives for liberty, for justice, and for the hope of generations to come. Each one was feared not for their power, but for their truth. You can silence a voice, but you can never bury the message. Which of these last words moved you the most? Comment their name below and help the world remember their legacy.